The woman only uses a piece of gold weighing to 0.5 kilograms. I exchanged a bunch of priceless white rabbit toffee with a man. Muttered afterwards, how could there be such a stupid person? Want that broken gold brick instead of toffee? The reason was that the city had been overrun by zombies. Food is the hard currency here, and those gold bricks or something. There are no eggs here except to pad the table. But unfortunately, our male protagonist is a bug. Just because I bought a pack of peanuts in reality was transported to this world, and everything in this world can be moved back to reality. The premise is to survive in this world. Chen Shuang looked at the dark zombies below. I couldn't help but be surprised. This little thing is so chic. Then take out the peanuts you bought before. Just sit back and eat and wait to die. Just then, the sound of a door opening attracted Qin Shuang's attention. I saw a zombie walk in. I still have a braised cologne hanging from my legs. At this moment, Qin Shuang had already been scared to the point of restlessness. Tooth chatter, and the zombie walks to the water tank. A knife pierces the water tank, then start bathing on the side. Qin Shuang's face turned red. This zombie is too sexy. When he saw his face clearly, he realized that it was not a zombie, but a beautiful girl, and as he watched, mesmerized, but accidentally stepped on a stone. The sound of movement instantly caught the girl's attention. I saw the girl swish. He arrived in front of Qin Shuang. Qin Shuang hasn't had time to say hello yet. The girl punched him in the face. Then he put the gun on Qin Shuang's head. This time Qin Shuang's face turned even redder. The girl suddenly realized something was wrong. Another slap in the past, just when the girl is ready to shoot the bird. A mutated zombie jumped out. The huge arm instantly smashed a big hole in the ground. Facing Qin Shuang, it is a triple hit. At this time, Qin Shuang was both afraid and angry. Suddenly, a throwing knife pierced the zombie's eye. The zombie was beating frantically on the ground in pain. Girl sees zombie turn blind. He pulls out a handful of serrations from his waist. It's called a bandsaw. Not only can you cut down trees, chopping zombies is also first class. Then the girl cut the zombie into 8 pieces. At this time, Qin Shuang crouched aside and shivered, mumbling while putting peanuts in his mouth. Am I dreaming? You should wake up after a good night's sleep. The girl saw this and took the peanut. Who the hell are you? How can there be longevity fruit? Seeing that Qin Shuang did not answer, the girl picked up the belt saw and put it on Qin Shuang's neck. The pain of serrated skin let Qin Shuang realize that it's all real. Qin Shuang was so scared that she even told him about wetting the bed when she was a child. Suddenly a bullet froze through the girl's leg, then came another hail of bullets. Qin Shuang looked at the girl's swollen legs and asked what happened. Girl says it's corpse poison, although he has evolved. But the newer virus is still unable to resist, and the shooters were from Camp 17. The zombies just now were also attracted by them in order to seize their victory. At this moment, the girl's spirit starts to become trance. It means that only penicillin can detoxify, but penicillin is the rarest thing around here. After saying that, let Qin Shuang escape quickly. Attract the enemy yourself. At this time, Qin Shuang's teeth clicked. He just saved my life. How could I leave him alone? If only I could return to this world. Penicillin is not just something you buy. At that moment, the system turned on with a beep. Whether to travel through time and space, open the door with a sentence of sesame seeds. Qin Shuang was teleported to the hospital bed, and before he could think about it, he went out looking for penicillin. On the other side, Ziyunlin was almost unable to hold on. The people at Camp 17 saw no movement. I'm ready to go and capture Ziyunlin alive. And one of the nurses happened to be walking up with a carload of penicillin. Seeing this, Qin Shuang directly took the clothes and wrapped them all up. Run quickly to the corner of the corridor. He kept calling Sesame to open the door, just when Ziyunlin's eyes were about to close. A finger jabbed him in the face. Ziyunlin saw that Qin Shuang was back again. I can't help but yell, "Are you crazy? Why did you come back again?" But when Qin Shuang put a bottle of penicillin in front of him, Ziyunlin started to stutter a little. How do you have penicillin? Qin Shuang did not answer directly. Means it's real penicillin. Eat it and we'll get out alive together. After saying that, he picked up a piece and handed it over. Ziyunlin looked at the pills in disbelief. But I still ate it to survive. Legs that were swollen like pig trotters. In an instant, it changed back to Qianshan jade legs. Ziyunlin asked Qin Shuang, what penicillin are you? Can suppress toxins so quickly. Just then, the people from Camp 17 came out. The leader also said with a smirk, he was a spent force, go find him. The next second, she was so frightened by Ziyunlin's sudden appearance that she almost peed her pants. Seeing that Ziyunlin was still alive, they ran away. On the side, Qin Shuang looked at the penicillin in his pocket. I thought this thing was more precious than gold here. Master, I'm about to send it. Just when he was immersed in joy, a pistol was held to the back of his head. The man looked at the penicillin in Qin Shuang's hand. No wonder Zi Yunlin is still alive, so you saved him. The man stole the medicine and was ready to send Qin Shuang to the northwest. At the critical juncture, Zi Yunlin rushed back. The gunshots and the smell of blood just now have attracted a large number of zombies. If we don't go, all three of us will die here. The man saw this and took Qin Shuang to the rooftop. He said viciously, "You killed so many of my brothers. I won't let you go." After saying that, he pushed Qin Shuang over. This time, it happened to bump into Zi Yunlin's arms. The first time a man goes home with a woman to meet his sister-in-law, but it turned out to be a zombie. Qin Shuang was taken aback. This sister-in-law looks like a mummy. Then Zi Yunlin took out penicillin and put it into her sister's mouth. The next second, my sister, who is covered in corpse marks, made a full recovery. Then I learned from Zi Yunlin's mouth the reason why my sister became like this. It's all because he didn't protect him well. He was scratched by zombies. I originally wanted to go out and exchange the ghost fruit in the zombie body for penicillin, but was attacked by the people from Camp 17. My sister heard that Zi Yunlin was attacked, hastily asked if you are injured. Zi Yunlin was comforting her sister that she was fine. On the side, Qin Shuang couldn't help but sigh. In this world full of zombies, it's really not easy for two girls to survive. To thank Qin Shuang for penicillin, Zi Yunlin brought to hot jinkala. Qin Shuang ate up when she saw this. I haven't chewed on it yet. I grabbed the trash can and started vomiting. I collected this in the sewer. Is it that bad? Qin Shuang even shed tears when she heard the word sewer. Then he took out a toffee in his pocket. It was stuffed into Zi Yunlin's mouth. This is amazing. He actually gave him the feeling of being in the grasslands of Inner Mongolia. Qin Shuang looked at the motionless Zi Yunlin. I thought I was feeding the wrong thing. Zi Yunlin, who came back to his senses, said that he still wanted to eat one. Seeing this, Qin Shuang took out all the toffee in her pocket. Zi Yunlin picked one up and put it in her sister's mouth. This is even more amazing. The gauze is blushing. On the side, Qin Shuang was so happy when she saw the two eating a toffee. He took out all the snacks on his body again. Zi Yunlin can't say what she is excited about at the moment. Where did you get this? I just saw it in the book. I didn't expect these things to exist. When she heard Qin Shuang say that these things were all for her, Zi Yunlin fell into deep thought. Then he took out a bag of ghost fruits that he had collected for 30 years, handed it to Qin Shuang. But when the ghost fruit is close to the mark on the arm, Qin Shuang felt her arm burning. In order to understand the connection between the two, Qin Shuang began to study nether fruit for the reason of going to the toilet. He took out one and slowly approached the mark and found it was hotter. But in the next second, the ghost fruit was gone. Just then the system rang. Charged. Number of shuttles +2, total number of times 3. At this moment, Qin Shuang understood. This thing was originally used for charging. Then he picked up the nether fruit and began to charge it. Who knows this Qin Shuang has no brain? The ghost fruit starts to roll and I don't know it. When he is finished charging and ready to put away the remaining ghost fruit, only to find that there are only 2 left in a big pocketful. He looked slowly at the stinky urinal. I'm starting to wonder if I have a brain. Zi Yunlin looked at Qin Shuang, who just came out with weak limbs. Thought he wasn't full. 2 more copies of gin cola. Seeing this, Qin Shuang asked if there were not so many snacks. Why are you eating this again? Those things are so precious. How can you eat it all at once? And this is me in the sewer. I worked hard to collect it back. Don't eat it, it's wasted. And then he started putting it in his mouth. Qin Shuang hurriedly stopped. Express that you have a lot, eat with confidence. After saying goodbye to Zi Yunlin, Qin Shuang is ready to travel back to the real world to purchase materials. After Qin Shuang left, Zi Yuruo said, "This person's appearance and actions are out of place here. We can't trust him yet." On the other side, Qin Shuang had already come to the supermarket to purchase supplies. Anything that has anything to do with temporary, he took one of each. The cashier was stunned by Qin Shuang's pile of snacks, but in the next second, Qin Shuang was scared by the amount of 1,500 yuan and almost fainted. This is his only savings for 3 years. After selling the bill with tears, Qin Shuang hurried home. After some tidying up, they traveled back to the end times. Qin Shuang looked at the gold on the table. I thought to myself, I'm going to make a fortune. Who can type this word? I immediately chopped the durian. The next day, Qin Shuang asked Zi Yunlin, is there a place nearby to trade supplies? Zi Yunlin said that there is one not far from us. After saying that, he took Qin Shuang to go. Who knew that the two just entered the door? The man mistook it for a zombie. Ziyunlin said, "We are here to exchange things, not here to eat bullets." Then Chen Shuang took out 3 cans of canned beef and placed them on the table. Indicates how much nether fruit these things can be exchanged for. The man looked at the can with surprise. "This is the first time I've seen canned beef in the 21st century." Just then, Chen Shuang grabbed the can. The man immediately understood Chen Shuang's meaning, turned around and walked towards the house. After a while, he placed a bag of ghost fruits on the table because canned beef is too precious. The man said that I only have these ghost fruits here at present. I'll make up the rest for you later. Seeing this, Chen Shuang took out another can of canned food. "Means I can give you another can, but you have to help me collect these gold bricks for me." The man thought to himself, "Is this kid crazy? What do you want this for?" Chen Shuang, who had just returned, began to absorb the nether fruit. Suddenly surrounded by purple light, system sounds sounded, long-range weapon mastery. Get a new special effect Doom Bullet. Chen Shuang, who couldn't wait, picked up the pistol and prepared to try the effect. He fired several shots at the target. Not a single shot was empty. Chen Shuang thought to herself that even a sharpshooter is not at my level, right? Then we're going to try the new special effects of the Doom Bullet. At this time, the system prompts that the Doom Bullet can only be used once a day. You have to shout it out loud when you use it. Chen Shuang is making sure that there is no one around. He took out his pistol and shouted, "Doom Bullet." It just so happened that this scene was seen by Sister Ziyunlin. At this moment, the two people are already convinced that Chen Shuang's brain is sick, but the bullet hit the opposite building and no response. Chen Shinshin thought that the system wouldn't be playing tricks on me, right? When he got back to the house, he found the two of them cleaning up the clutter. Chen Shuang said that I will help with such a heavy thing. This weight is not heavy at all for us evolvers. Chen Shuang saw that the evolvers were so powerful. He asked Ziyunlin how to become an evolver. Hearing this, Ziyunlin said that there are 3 ways. The first type of infection is the virus. If you don't die, you can become an evolver. The second type directly swallows the ghost fruit. You can become an evolver without being blown up. The first 2 are more dangerous. And the third option is to take the evolutionary potion. The chances of success will be great. Seeing Chen Shuang so interested, Ziyunlin said that he could take him to the Earth Alliance to try his luck. The next day, the two just walked on their front feet. The building that was shot by Chen Shuang with a Doom Bullet yesterday, it started to collapse. Chen Shuang and the two drove to the Earth Alliance base to exchange for the potion. On the way, he was attacked by red zombies. Not only are they fast and dodging bullets, Chen Shuang hit a shuttle of bullets but didn't get hurt at all. Seeing this, Ziyunlin let Chen Shuang drive the car. "Take care of them yourself." I saw Ziyunlin pull out her belt and saw and quickly pass by the zombie. And boom, the zombie was sawed in half. Just then, a zombie had no martial arts ethics. He grabbed Ziyunlin's leg and pulled him down. The moment he fell to the ground, all the zombies pounced on him when he thought he was going to die. Suddenly, there was a golden light around. Wait until he opens his eyes again, but found that Chen Shuang was standing in front of him with 2 guns in hand. All the zombies were also killed. It turned out that at the moment when Ziyunlin fell to the ground just now, Chen Shuang immediately activated her fast climbing ability. Rush into the zombie crowd in an instant. It's a bullet to the head. Ziyunlin looked at Chen Shuang and couldn't help but be surprised. Solve the red zombie so quickly. This ability is comparable to a first level evolver. On the side, Chen Shuang was still happily digging the nether fruit. Little do they know that danger has arrived. Due to the loud gunfire just now, the zombies nearby began to gather around. Seeing this, the two hurriedly ran towards the car. The car was instantly drowned by zombies, and there are not many bullets left on the 2 of them. Therefore, Chen Shuang purchased another 7 Doom bullets from the system. However, he had no idea how powerful the Doom bullet was. Yesterday, just 1 shot knocked down the entire building. At this time, Ziyunlin saw Chen Shuang's concerns, indicates that the car is sturdy. Is there any danger for a while? Just finished speaking? Chen Shuang fired 8 shots into the sky in a row. So there is the beginning scene. The 2 of them couldn't believe that the zombies were hacked to death just now. Then the 2 began to get out of the car to clean up the zombies. After a night of cleaning up finally cleared away, the 2 looked at each other with a smile, although he didn't speak, but it seems to have said everything. Then the 2 drove to the Earth Alliance base. The man inside asked Chen Shuang the purpose of the 2 of them coming here. Chen Shuang claims to be a business person in exchange for supplies, but the man picked up the can and ate it directly. Ziyunlin on the side said, "Why did you eat it before changing the supplies?" The man ignored it. "Just shove spoonfuls into your mouth." When the can was finished, he said he didn't taste it. Shuang understood that the man was testing him. He took out the can and handed it to the man. "Until the man's clothes are about to burst, it means it tastes good. We'll inform the city lord." Then the two were taken to the rest area. On the way, Shuang asked the man, "Does everyone have a house to live in here?" The man said that these were refugees sheltered by the city lord. Of course, give them a house to live in. Just then, a woman suddenly fell to the ground. The girl took the guy's penicillin. He was executed and hung on the city walls. My 80-year-old grandmother saw the scene. I cried to death on the spot. Shuang looked at the girl's cold body, instantly angry to the extreme. Grabbing the man's clothes and yelling loudly, "He's 20 years old. He wanted to live. What is his crime? What do you say?" Seeing this, the man directly twisted Shuang's hand into a twist. Shuang was so painful that she almost didn't cry out. Then he ordered his men to bring a woman. This person is no one else. It was Ziyunlin, who was with Shuang. It turned out that the two had just entered the city. I ran into a man, beating the girl on the ground. Shuang saw this and hurried to stop him. Who knew that the man shook off Shuang's hand and said, he actually dared to steal the city lord's penicillin. Misappropriation of drugs here is a capital offense. Therefore, Shuang did not make any statement. The guard saw Shuang's virgin heart. It means that we have justice to punish thieves. Let's hurry up and see the city lord. Before leaving, Ziyunlin did not forget to look back at the girl, wait for the two to enter the house. Shuang was dumbfounded. I thought it was a pretty girl. I didn't expect it to be a greasy uncle. Shuang saw that the city lord could eat so well. Quickly take out your own can of food. When the city lord eats it in one bite, instantly feel that the chicken thighs in my hand are not fragrant. He said that he had never eaten such fresh and food in his life. Seeing the city lord so satisfied, Shuang immediately put forward her own needs. Pluto, evolution potion, and gold. When the city lord heard these requests, he immediately agreed. Then he asked his subordinates to take Shuang to count the supplies. But at this moment, Shuang made another request. It means that as long as the city lord releases the girl who stole the medicine yesterday, I am willing to pay 3 times the amount of supplies. The city lord heard 3 times the supplies. Immediately let the subordinates exchange the supplies. Take him to the justice department and release the girl after changing the supplies. Shuang found that Ziyunlin was missing. But at the urging of the guards, he didn't think much of it. The two just arrived at the gate of the Ministry of Justice. Shuang saw the girl hanging from the city wall. So there is the beginning scene. At this moment, Shuang charged all the nether fruit she just replaced. Climbing ability directly improved by 3 levels. Considering the doom bullets will spread to the surrounding people, at present, we can only quickly take Ziyunlin to escape from here. Activate with climb, Shuang rushed over like the flash. It only took a second to run out of the city. Confirm again that the Attorney General is not following. Then I stopped to rest. Then I learned from Ziyunlin. He's a level 5 evolver. The strength is very terrifying. Shuang lamented that if she hadn't had her system in hand, I'm afraid I'm going to die there just now, but the next second, he was kicked out by the Attorney General, who suddenly flew in. Then another set of Wing Kun. At this time, Shuang has been made into a mosaic. Seeing this, Ziyunlin rushed towards the Minister of Justice, but he is a 3rd level evolver. How could it be an opponent of the Attorney General? As soon as he flew over, he was punched in the abdomen. Then he was picked up by the neck. Critical moment. Shuang actually picked up the evolution potion and drank it all. In the next second, veins pop up, accompanied by a painful sound. Ziyunlin looked at Shuang but could do nothing. The Attorney General on the side mocked Shuang even more. Even if it succeeds in evolution, it is just a bug. Facing ridicule from the Attorney General, Shuang recalls fighting with her classmates in elementary school when she was a child. Returning home, my father not only did not offer comfort, but add his fists and feet. Even if you go to work as an adult, fired by his boss for meddling, only the beautiful woman makes him feel the warmth of the world. The Chief Justice saw Shuang lying on the ground without movement, ties Ziyunlin up and prepared to take her away. Just then, Shuang grabbed his leg. I haven't waited for the Attorney General to react. The sandbag-sized fist was already smashed in the face. At this moment, Shuang is like a machine without emotions. Every punch kills. It didn't stop until it smashed the Attorney General's head into the ground. Ziyunlin saw Shuang's successful evolution. The heart that was hanging just now is also put down, but the next second, it was pierced through the chest by the sheriff's hand. Even if you evolve successfully, but he is also a first-level evolver. Do you really think you can beat me at this moment? Golden light shone around Qin Shuang. Then the light slowly poured into Qin Shuang's body. When the Attorney General saw the scene, he felt bad. This is the golden body. He is a first-level evolver. How could there be the ability of a level 10 evolver? Then he turned and fled at this time. Qin Shuang's body had completely turned golden. I saw him pointing in the direction of the Attorney General. A beam of light shot out. In an instant, the Attorney General's body disappeared into the air. All that's left is that deep groove at this time. Qin Shuang also fell from the air. Ziyunlin hurriedly supported Qin Shuang and helped him stop the bleeding. Because the wound is so big, he can't stop it. Ziyunlin, who has no way. I had to go to the doctor behind Qin Shuang's back. But after knocking on the door for half a day, no one opened it. Seeing this, Ziyunlin kicked the door open. Coincidentally, the doctor who just wanted to open the door was kicked out. The doctor cried out in pain. Ziyunlin, if this door is broken, you have to pay me. At this time, Ziyunlin only wanted to save Qin Shuang. How can you care about the door? Then the doctor bandaged Qin Shuang and said that he needs to stay here for a few days for observation. The man only uses 7 cans of cheap canned beef. He exchanged a bunch of gold and silver jewelry with the rich man, just because it's a zombie-infested world. Although the rich are sitting on countless gold and silver treasures. But it was the first time he had seen this fresh 21st century can. After changing the jewelry, Qin Shuang hurriedly returned to reality. As soon as he got home, he heard a sharp knock on the door. It was her beautiful woman. Seeing that Qin Shuang was at home, he directly threw himself into Qin Shuang's arms. Where have you been these past few days? I almost called the police when I couldn't find you. Qin Shuang saw that the landlord was so worried about her. The little face turned red. To express my apologies. Qin Shuang brought the landlord to a jewelry store. It means that you can pick me and pay for it at will. But the landlord knows Qin Shuang's economic situation. It means it's too expensive here. Let's go somewhere else to have a look. Seeing this, Qin Shuang directly asked the waiter, take out the best merchandise in the store. Bring it to the landlord in person. Watching the landlord look happy, Qin Shuang turned her head and said to the waiter, wrap this for me. Then ask the landlord to wait here for a while. Go to the opposite bank to deposit something by yourself. Qin Shuang, who came to the bank, opened the backpack directly. The sparkling gold in the bag surprised everyone. The staff said that so much gold cannot be controlled by themselves. Then the manager rushed over nonstop. Immediately take a look at Qin Shuang's gold. It is also the first time he has seen so much gold in 20 years of practice. He hurriedly took out the contract and asked Qin Shuang to sign it. After Qin Shuang left, the staff next to him asked the manager, how much did this person exchange for gold in total? The manager said 10 kilograms. And the purity is at 99.9%, a total of 6 million. Qin Shuang just returned to the jewelry store. I saw the landlord arguing with a woman. Qin Shuang, who didn't know what was going on, stepped forward to ask. It turned out to be after Qin Shuang left just now. This woman had her eye on the necklace that the landlord was wearing and snatched him away. The woman saw that Qin Shuang was back. I hurriedly took the money and asked the waiter to check out. Seeing this, Qin Shuang directly took out a gold as big as a dinosaur egg. Means I buy with this. The woman on the side pointed at the gold in Qin Shuang's hand and scolded. I paid in advance. The necklace should belong to me. But the waiter is not stupid. Leave the gold. Don't ask for that little money. He turned to the woman and said, I can't sell it to you even if you pay in advance. This necklace was originally ordered by this lady. The two just walked out the door. Suddenly, a can hit Qin Shuang's head. I saw a few men looking at Qin Shuang viciously. The woman on the side pointed at Qin Shuang and said, they are the ones who stole my necklace. When the man saw this, he rushed directly towards Qin Shuang. Dare to steal my woman's necklace? I see you don't want to live anymore. The landlord at the moment has been so frightened that his eyes are closed. He kept saying Qin Shuang run, but when he opens his eyes again, but found that the few people just now were all lying on the ground. After a night of Monopoly, the next day, when Qin Shuang was about to play another game, but found that Zhao O was gone, only one letter was left. Qin Shuang looked at the content of the letter and fell into sadness. Then he carried the supplies back to the end times. Sister Ziyunlin saw that Qin Shuang was listless and hurried forward to ask. Qin Shuang said that the contents of the bag are enough for you to eat for a few months. I'm not coming back here. Seeing this, Ziruo had a question mark. Don't you urgently need to exchange gold? But at this time, Qin Shuang was not in the mood at all. It's no use giving him more gold. After learning that Qin Shuang had fallen out of love, Ziruo and the two were taken aback. They never expected Qin Shuang to have a girlfriend. Then Qin Shuang was ready to leave. Seeing this, Ziruo stopped Qin Shuang. Who hasn't been in love yet? Nothing like a man. After saying that, he took Qin Shuang's hand and placed it on his chest. Let Qin Shuang feel her heartbeat. Qin Shuang, who was not in the mood at first, his eyes lit up. You can put your hands down. Qin Shuang immediately returned to her original state. At this time, Ziyunlin said shyly, then you can feel my heartbeat too. Qin Shuang turned around and looked at it. I don't think so. Just then the walkie-talkie in the bag rang. Just when Qin Shuang was ready to connect, Ziruo hurriedly blocked. If you answer here, the location of the base may be exposed. Seeing this, Qin Shuang directly started to climb rapidly. In an instant, he ran 100 kilometers away. Then the walkie-talkie was connected. Wang Wu on the other side said, a group of ordinary people are trapped by a zombie horde, urgently need Qin Shuang's help. After learning the location, Qin Shuang hurried over. But when he arrived at the appointed place, he saw no one. Just then, a dark shadow in the sky flew towards him. Qin Shuang, who had no time to dodge, was hit by the black shadow on the ground. When he saw it clearly, he realized that it was actually a King Kong Barbie. The woman looked at Qin Shuang and said, Wang Wu, this is the person you're looking for. No vigilance at all, Fang when hurriedly explained. Don't look at him, he's a novice. Useful at critical times. Then several people made a battle plan. Qin Shuang and Wang Wu are responsible for saving people, others to lure away the zombies. I saw the car music playing. The vast horizon is my love. Flowers are blooming at the foot of the rolling green mountains. The zombies were instantly attracted by this beautiful rhythm. Qin Shuang and the two saw the corpse group being led away. She jumped down to save him. Qin Shuang opened the garage door, but found that there was only one person. Then I learned in the mouth of Huang Mao, in yesterday's transportation, they were attacked by the Jo For base. The remaining team went out to find gasoline to avoid being killed, but now it may have been trapped by the corpse. Hearing this sentence means, you paid for the supplies once. It takes more to save again. Seeing this, Virgin Qin Shuang said that it is important to save people first. Just when a few people are ready to go, a group of red zombies appeared on the roof. Facing the extremely fast red zombie, everyone did not dare to relax at all. But the intense fighting attracted more zombies. Just when everyone thought that these ordinary zombies had no crawling ability, zombies began to climb tall buildings. Everyone at this time also felt that something was wrong. A giant zombie that rarely appears. They came in droves. It's like having intelligence. Like a well-trained army. It's a will battle against them. First, the extremely fast red zombie. Now, it's these powerful zombies again. Just then, the building in the distance attracted everyone's attention. It looks like something is circling the building. When everyone saw it clearly, they were taken aback. It turned out to be the Zombie King. In the early days of the virus outbreak, only a very small number of people mutated into deformed bodies. That's the Zombie King. And the ability of the Zombie King is to control the corpse crowd, facing more and more giant zombies. Several people soon fell behind. Seeing this, Qin Shuang was ready to start a rapid climb and take everyone away. This scene was seen by the Zombie King, hastily spit sound waves. The loud noise, even the Zombie King had to cover his ears. At this moment, Qin Shuang discovered the ability can't be used under sonic attack, and the partner who lost the ability, it can't withstand the attack of the giant zombies at all. Qin Shuang took out her pistol and prepared to fire the doom bullet, but it was prompted by the system that the distance was too far. He had no choice but to upgrade all the nether crystals. As the system continues to fail and succeed, when the partner is about to be eaten, finally successfully reached the 4th level of Oliver. Also got a new skill Der Spiegel seal, Qin Shuang's heart began to become calm. The Zombie King's noise was also gradually cut off. Then start a rapid climb to solve the giant zombie. The Zombie King in the distance was a little confused when he saw the scene. What's going on? Why doesn't it work? Then he slowly raised his arm and pointed at Qin Shuang on the roof. The zombies on the ground went crazy, climbing towards the roof. The crowd is ready to fight, but the zombies passed them directly. They all ran towards Qin Shuang alone. In the blink of an eye, Qin Shuang was drowned by zombies. Just when everyone thought that Qin Shuang was eaten by zombies like this, the next second, the corpse that drowned Qin Shuang emitted a golden light. All I heard was a bang. The zombies were blown to pieces in an instant. Chen Shuang stood there unscathed. Several people couldn't believe it. Chen Shuang killed all the zombies with just one move. Then let a few people go first. Stay and break the back by yourself. After a 2-hour battle, Chen Shuang's body began to feel tired. I see a few people have gone far. Chen Shuang gestured to the Zombie King. At this moment, the Zombie King felt humiliated, instantly turned into a black shadow, and quickly attacked Chen Shuang. With just one move, the tall building was reduced to the ground. Chen Shuang saw this and began to climb rapidly. After a few rounds of you chasing me, Chen Shuang finally discovered the flaw, immediately used the refreshing bug-breaking chop. He directly chopped off the Zombie King's head, but what he didn't expect was, there is no ghost fruit in the Zombie King's head. It's a core. It can be charged 0 times. That's 5,000 times the size of a ghost fruit. Just as Chen Shuang was about to absorb supplementary skills, but fell down, just happened to be found by 2 girls passing by. Seeing that it wasn't safe to sleep outside, I took him back. At this time, Chen Shuang was ready to take out the walkie-talkie to contact Wang Wu and others. But the walkie-talkie in his pocket was missing. Then a girl came over and told Chen Shuang, no communication equipment can be used inside the base, so it was confiscated. Chen Shuang asked the girl where this is. Girl says this is the Climbers Association, and he is the president here, Chen Muyao. Seeing this, Chen Shuang asked Chen Muyao for a walkie-talkie to leave, but as soon as this is said, Chen Muyao almost cried. Is this how you treat your savior? Chen Shuang saw Chen Muyao's face aggrieved. I rushed forward to comfort. That's not what I meant. If you need supplies, I can send you a car. But Chen Muyao is not interested in supplies. I just want Chen Shuang to stay and help the Witch Association. Facing the pressure of Chen Muyao, Chen Shuang had no choice but to agree. But you need to report safety to your partner first. Chen Muyao agreed to see Chen Shuang. Let his men walk out of the base with him. But Chen Shuang called for a long time, and no one answered. He had no choice but to return to the base. At this time, Chen Muyao took out the core of the Zombie King and handed it to Chen Shuang. Chen Shuang was stunned when he saw the core. The thing I fought so hard for didn't put it in the storage space. Fortunately, I met a good person. Then he told Chen Muyao that if you need any help, just ask. Chen Muyao said, the Climbers Association is built here. It's because there's a hydroelectric power station here. I thought it would bring a lot of convenience to the base. But when it was built, I found that the water inlet was blocked by something. So they sent someone down to check it out, but it turned out to be hundreds of huge zombies. More than a dozen people have been sacrificed in order to drive away the corpse, but it has not been successful. But Chen Shuang has never seen such a zombie. I don't know if I can solve it. It can only mean that you go down and take a look at the situation first. Wait for Chen Shuang to swim to the bottom, but he was stunned by the scene in front of him. The man examined the mouth of a zombie for the first time, but accidentally broke 3 teeth. This made the zombies around very dissatisfied. Chen Shuang hurriedly surfaced, for fear that the zombies will corrupt him of money. The dumplings on the shore hurriedly put down the ladder when they saw Chen Shuang coming out. After Chen Shuang came up, he started to take off his clothes. Because the swimsuit was too tight, it all came off. It numbs the dumplings on the side. Pick up the scissors and help Chen Shuang cut her hair. Obviously, the technique of dumpling is not very good. Cut out a bag from Chen Shuang's head. Chen Muyao asked when she saw Chen Shuang coming back, does he have a solution to the corpse? Chen Shuang said that only an underwater rifle is needed to solve the problem. Because Chen Shuang remembered, killed thousands of zombies with just 8 doom bullets before. This time, 20 corpses should be enough. Chen Muyao was very excited when she heard this. Xiaohui on the side did not believe it. Chen Shuang can handle it with just 1 rifle. Everyone saw Chen Shuang's face and swore without saying anything. Just then, the lingering dew on the side said, there are no underwater rifles in the base. Only depth charges. This time, Chen Shuang was numb, because doom bullets can only attach to high-speed objects. Then Chen Shuang thought of a way. Just make a crossbow. Facing the lingering sense of oppression, Chen Shuang's painting speed is only fast, not slow. Yulu stared at 2 huge eyes, indicates that this thing is simple. It should be able to be made tonight. The next day, everyone followed Chen Shuang to the hydropower station. Chen Shuang jumped down with the crossbow. 20 doom bullets were fired at the corpse. I thought it would take more than 10 hours to work, but I didn't expect it to explode directly. The huge impact instantly blew him away. The butt blooms on the spot. Fortunately, there is plaster in the base, or it will be useless. Can't find Chen Shuang's few people on the other side. came to the place where the previous battle was fought. Just when a few people couldn't find a clue and were ready to leave, Ziyunru said, "My powers should be able to find a clue." After some investigation, it is confirmed that the Climbers Association took Shuang away. Afterwards, the few people prepared to eat a bowl of beef noodles and went to find Shuang, but found that the convenient Fang Wen was missing, so they split up. Sister Ziyunlin arrived at the Climbers Association. Under the leadership of the group, they came to Shuang's room. Looking at the door, he didn't open it. He walked away. Just pretend that the two didn't go far, but the door opened. It turned out that Shuang just heard the sound in the house and opened the door to check it. "I didn't expect it to be Ziyunlin." Shuang grabbed Ziyunlin's hand. "Why are you here? Is the food finished?" Ziyuro, who heard this, he was ready to jump up and hit Shuang's knee, but it was stopped by Ziyunlin and said he was okay. It's just that Fang Wen was caught. Wang Wu and the others have already gone to track it down. Then Shuang went to say goodbye to Chen Muyao and left with the two. This guy was just peeing in the hallway, but was knocked unconscious and pulled to do an experiment. When he woke up, he quickly pressed the locator in his wrist. At this time, Wang Wu looked at the position on the walkie-talkie. It turned out to be at the Jo For base. On the other side, Shuang, who had just come out of the climber base, received a call from Wang Wu. After learning all this, Shuang said not to act rashly. He has business dealings with the head of the Jo For base. Go first to figure out the situation and then save people. Then he returned to the Jo For base with Wu Young. The head of the team hurried out to greet him. But when Shuang saw that Hao Junmai was also by her side, I can't help but have doubts. He asked the sisters Ziyunlin to follow the head of the group and Wu Young respectively at night. Shuang quietly followed Hao Junmai. Sure enough, there is a secret door in the base, and he walks in and he's stunned. I saw Yi soaked in the water tank. There are still zombie corpses soaked around. At this moment, Nightwing in the water tank suddenly opened his eyes. "Keep talking about get me out." This scared Shuang to death. I also helped when sealing him. Get him out without killing yourself. Just then, Hao Junmai's walkie-talkie rang. From the other end came a painful voice. At this point, the head of the team starts to get irritable. There are thorns growing on the back. Seeing this scene, Ziyunlin was instantly shocked in place after hanging up the walkie-talkie. Hao Junmai walked out with a box of things. Seeing this, Shuang began to look for Fang Wen. Finally, Fang Wen was found in a cabin. Shuang called for a long time but did not respond. Confirm that you are still breathing, and then carry him on your back and prepare to leave? Passing by Yi's side, Shuang stopped. As the Virgin of the last days, still couldn't help but save Yi. But at this time, Yi no longer has the ability to act. Helpless. Shuang could only walk out with her shoulders on her hands, but they hadn't gone far before Hao Junmai blocked the way. "So it's Shuang's little brother. They're my guinea pigs. Where are you taking them?" Seeing this, Shuang ran in the opposite direction, but he was hit by Hao Junmai's stick. The toxin starts to spread in an instant. I can't run away with two people. Shuang decided to deal with him first. Hao Junmai broke into a smirk when she heard this. "I've already come up with a beautiful picture of your dissection." And Shuang directly opened his heart like still water. Energy slowly builds up in the arm. At this moment, Hao Junmai thought that Shuang had been poisoned by the corpse. Can't make any waves. Who knew that he would be sent flying by Shuang's punch in the next second, directly passed out. Shuang carried the two to the outside of the base. Then he handed the two to Wang Wu. When Wang Wu saw the other person clearly, I was stunned. It was Yi. When he was about to ask Shuang what was going on, Shuang has already run out. It means that Sister Ziyunlin is still inside. Do you know how terrifying the Artificial Corpse King is? Just one hit instantly killed 3 level 5 evolvers. No matter whether it is a hurricane that can shake the world, or the fire that refines all things, it didn't work for him. Shuang, who had just returned from outside the city, witnessed everything in front of her eyes. As the Virgin of the last days, he rushed to save people without hesitation. But the Zombie King has eyes on his back. He instantly dodged Shuang's attack. Moreover, the Zombie King's attack speed is so fast that even Shuang's rapid climbing can't escape. Directly scratched on the arm. At this time, Shuang had been completely suppressed by the Zombie King. On the side, Wu Young and the two brothers saw the scene and decided to come to the rescue. Otherwise, the entire city's civilians might be massacred by the Zombie King. And Wu Ning's ability can silence the Zombie King. but the Zombie King's speed is sensitive and difficult to approach. Just when the two were at a loss, Ziyuruo, who was behind her, said she could help. Then after selecting the location, it means that as long as the Zombie King has a defensive gap, I'll ask my sister to throw you over there. Wu Neng, who heard this, was a little worried. Seeing this, Ziyunlin said that I have thrown away anything heavier than you. It must be no problem to throw it to you. Then Ziyuru activated her ability. At this time, Hao Junmai, who was on the side, felt bad when she saw several people. When he remembered that Wu Neng's power was silence, I broke out in a cold sweat. I started rummaging in my pockets. On the other side, Ziyuruo has discovered the flaw of the Zombie King. Just as Ziyunlin was about to throw Wu Neng out, Hao Junmai blows the harmonica that controls the Zombie King. Hearing the sound of the piano, the Zombie King suddenly turned his head. Then he threw his tentacles at Ziyunlin and the others, but the tentacle stopped 0.01 centimeters away from the two's heads. It turned out that Qin Shuang hugged the tentacle. How dare you get distracted when you fight with Lao Tzu? Qin Shuang started to climb quickly to accumulate strength. He directly tore off the two tentacles of the Zombie King. Just when Qin Shuang was happy that the Zombie King had no tentacles, in the next second, the tentacles in his hand turned into a pool of liquid, wrapped Qin Shuang in an instant. The sudden suffocation made Qin Shuang have to travel back to reality. Qin Shuang, who took a breath, hurriedly crossed back. This stunned everyone and the Zombie King. Then Hao Junmai walked towards Ziyunlin and the others. Qin Shuang remembered that she had killed the level 3 Zombie King with a single blow of the heart-like Stillwater giant power. It should be fine this time, but it takes effort. So Qin Shuang kept traveling back and forth between the time and space. Just then, a flying needle stabbed into Ziyunlin's shoulder. The woman on the side just picked up the gun, aiming at the place where Qin Shuang disappeared. Wait for Qin Shuang to appear. The woman immediately pulled the trigger. Hearing the movement, Qin Shuang looked back. He actually found that Ziyuruo had blocked the bullet for himself. Looking at Ziyuruo, who fell to the ground, the energy of Qin Shuang's body suddenly exploded, directly grabbed Hao Junmai's neck. Hao Junmai has been scared by the energy emitted by Qin Shuang's body and hurriedly said a truce, and said that Ziyuruo is not dead yet. It's not too late to save her now. Seeing this, Qin Shuang released Hao Junmai. Suddenly, the tentacles of the Zombie King flew over. At this time, Hao Junmai took out the harmonica and played it. The Zombie King actually sat on the ground obediently, like a child doing something wrong. Then the toxin was injected into Ziyuruo's body. Indicates that the narcotic toxin is only 2 hours old. You need to get the bullet out of him ASAP. And then he left. Qin Shuang hurriedly brought Ziyuruo to the clinic. Wait for the doctor to finish the examination. It means that the shrapnel is broken. To complete the operation, we have to get to a better clinic. And the closest clinic to here is the Earthling Alliance. At this time, Qin Shuang couldn't care less about the previous holiday with the Earth Alliance. When Qin Shuang stepped into the door, it turned out that the previous Attorney General was not dead, but the Attorney General left without a word. When the leader saw Qin Shuang coming, he was polite, and Qin Shuang is also straight to the point. Said that as long as Ziyuruo could be saved, you can provide as many supplies as you need. The leader agreed immediately after hearing it, but there was one condition attached, is to search for missing persons in a mine within the base. In order to save Ziyuruo, Qin Shuang agreed without thinking. Led by the workers to the mine, the worker took out the backpack containing oxygen and handed it to Qin Shuang. Gave him another walkie-talkie. If you find anything, you can get in touch in time. Then he got on the elevator and entered the mine. But it didn't take long for two intersections to appear in front of him. In order to prevent getting lost, Qin Shuang drew a mark at the entrance of the cave, then walked into the road on the left. Suddenly, Qin Shuang heard a woman crying. Qin Shuang ran along with the sound. I saw a woman curled up on the ground crying. No matter how Qin Shuang cries, women can't seem to hear. This scared Qin Shuang into a cold sweat. I don't think I encountered a ghost, did I? After overcoming the fear in my heart, Qin Shuang poked the woman's back with a flashlight, but when a woman turns her head, Qin Shuang was so frightened that she dropped her flashlight and ran away. At this moment, the woman hurriedly shouted that I am a human being, not a ghost. Qin Shuang breathed a sigh of relief. It's human, you didn't say it earlier. The woman says she's been here too long. thought it was a hallucination. So I didn't pay attention to Chen Shuang, seeing women so pitiful. Chen Shuang took out a piece of bread and water from her bag and handed it to the woman, watching women gobble down. Chen Shuang asked how a woman could appear in such a place. The woman said she fled here to avoid zombies. When Chen Shuang asked anything else, the woman fell directly into Chen Shuang's arms. This scared Chen Shuang. Woman says she hasn't seen a living person in too long. I just want to feel the warmth. Seeing this, Chen Shuang didn't say anything, but the next second, the woman kissed Chen Shuang on the mouth. Chen Shuang hurriedly pushed her away. Show that you are a gentleman. Besides, there is still business to go. And then he's ready to send the woman out. But after walking for a long time, I found that I was back where I was. The woman at this time can no longer walk. Bare feet were also worn out with blood. Seeing this, Chen Shuang carried the woman on her back. It's like the two of them met a ghost against the wall. Still circling around here, suddenly, a voice caught their attention. Chen Shuang looked ahead. It turned out to be the missing miners. The miner asked if Chen Shuang was also lost, and said he had found an exit, but the woman asked Chen Shuang not to go. Indicates that they are not human. Just when Chen Shuang was surprised that these people clearly knew where the exit was. Why go in the opposite direction, but found that the woman on her back was gone? Chen Shuang thought to herself that she couldn't really be a female ghost, right? The miner saw Chen Shuang standing still. It means it's intricate. You can't go out alone. Come on. At this time, Chen Shuang couldn't care less, just to see what the hell these people are up to. After a while, I found out that there is really an exit ahead. As soon as she stepped into the village, Chen Shuang realized that something was wrong in this zombie-infested apocalypse. How could there be such a paradise? Just then, the miner introduced Chen Shuang to the village chief. But a few children want to pull Chen Shuang to play games. The village chief hurriedly stopped. But there are still 2 children who pulled Chen Shuang to eat at home. At this time, Chen Shuang felt more and more wrong. In this apocalypse, everyone is still alive, and people here seem to be very happy. Wait until home. The woman even served 2 plates of meat directly. Chen Shuang asked after seeing this, "Where do you get all this food from?" The woman said they were all homegrown. After saying that, he urged Chen Shuang to eat quickly. Just when Chen Shuang picked up a piece of meat and put it in his mouth, suddenly the woman's expression became eerie. The woman stopped when she saw Chen Shuang, urged again. Chen Shuang was scared out of a cold sweat by this strange atmosphere. Indicates that there is no appetite now. The woman didn't say anything when she saw this. Then he gave the meat to the child next to him. Chen Shuang watched the child eat. Is it because you think too much? However, what he did not know was, this meat was just cut from a zombie by a woman. Then Chen Shuang found the previous miner. Ask for the way out. Miners say the mine is too complex. It must be hard to get in and out again, and there's enough resources here for us to survive. After saying that, he persuaded Chen Shuang to stay. Chen Shuang smiled awkwardly. But I always feel that something is wrong. At night, everyone found that Chen Shuang was gone. The village chief hurriedly called someone to look for it, but I was told by a man that the time was coming. The village chief had no choice but to offer worship to a good god before looking for it. But what everyone worshipped was actually a mutated zombie, and the crowd stretched out their arms. I saw countless tentacles flying out of the zombie's body, attached to the arms of the crowd as the blood feeds. The zombie's expression changed from ferocious to excited. Then the village chief asked someone to bring in the miners who had come in before. But the 3 just entered the door. The door is closed. Wait for the 3 to see the mutated zombie in front of them. So scared, he turned around and ran, but was stopped by the crowd. Village chief says don't be afraid, he won't hurt anyone, and the meat you eat comes from him. When the 3 of them heard that they were eating zombie meat, just vomited, then they were put up by everyone. Screams in the house. Chen Shuang, who was just looking for the exit, heard it. Just as he was about to go up and check it out, the woman in red suddenly appeared in front of him. The woman claims that they have eaten zombie meat. It's too late to go in now. Chen Shuang asked whether the woman was a human or a ghost. Woman doesn't answer. It's just that this is the dimensional realm of zombies. The people who enter here want to live. Offer your own blood. If you want to get out, you can only kill the zombies. But still waiting for the woman to say something, Chen Shuang rushed in directly. Women can't pull it. Start climbing quickly and run towards the zombies. Instantly severed the 3 tentacles attached to the miner's body. Then he charged up and punched the zombie, but the village chief stood in the way. Chen Shuang couldn't believe it. Village chief will risk his life for zombies. The village chief said that the zombie was his brother. It turns out that in the early days of the virus outbreak, the man and his brother lived a happy life. Suddenly one day he was attacked by zombies. Brother was drowned by zombies to protect him. 10 years later, he was a medic, but when he was out looking for supplies, was attacked by a large number of zombies. In order to let the injured companion go first, he resisted desperately, but still can't avoid being thrown down by zombies. Just as he was about to meet his brother, suddenly, a zombie appeared in front of him. The zombies that rioted just now also quieted down. The man looked forward and found that it was his brother. Then the man put his brother in a box, brought back to camp. Since then, a man has to feed his brother a dead man every day. After a long time, the director realized that something was wrong. Facing the director's inquiry, the man suggested that the data might be wrong. After all, there are too many patients now. The director didn't say anything when he saw this, but I still doubt men. At night, the man still sends the dead to his brother as usual, just when my brother is eating happily. The director barged in. The man hurried to explain. But how could the director let a zombie in the hospital, then call the guards? But in the next second, it was completely cold to be touched by the tentacles. Due to too much movement, finally attracted the guards. In order to avoid the pursuit, he and his brother fled into the mine. He also said that his brother did all this for himself, and the woman was furious. How many innocent people have you lured into the village over the years? Let them never get out. It's not for these people. Be your brother's backup. The great God on the side said that we are all voluntary. Except for the first time. I was scared. Everyone got used to it later. Seeing this, Chen Shuang didn't say anything. I just don't want to be stuck here forever. Village chief turned to the zombie and said, "Elder brother, let them go." The voice just fell. A portal is formed inside the zombie. They were both a bit surprised. Women are even more amazed. The exit I've been looking for so many years is actually inside the zombie body. Before leaving, Chen Shuang asked everyone if they wanted to leave, but no one responded. Even the three men just now said, "I never want to go back to the zombie gathering, the reality of hunger." Chen Shuang saw this and had to leave with the woman. When Chen Shuang came out, he found that the woman had disappeared again. Facing the disappearance of women out of thin air, Chen Shuang didn't think much of it. Returning to the base, he hurriedly found the leader. When the leader heard that Chen Shuang had not completed the task, he was furious. "I saved someone's life. You say the mission is not completed." Chen Shuang said that he can make up for more supplies. But the leader doesn't buy it. "You have breached the contract. I can put your friend back in a near-death state right now." At this time, Chen Shuang is already in a dilemma. The leader suddenly laughed. "I'm kidding. Don't be so nervous. But the supplies still have to compensate me. The most important thing now is to satisfy the leader. Otherwise, I won't let him and Ziyuruo go easily after 3 hours. 28 minutes and 39 seconds. He finally figured out a way, so turn on the system and travel back to reality. Just start looking up delicious and high-end restaurants in the city on the computer. After some searching, identified an internet celebrity restaurant. When Chen Shuang arrived, he found that the team was about to arrive in France. He wanted to jump the queue with a quick climb. Thinking about it, it still feels too meticulous. The waiter at this time said, "Today, the ingredients can only accept 3 guests, and Chen Shuang happened to be the last one." Suddenly, a man grabbed Chen Shuang's shoulder and shouted, "Do you know how precious my time is? Now tell me no more." Chen Shuang slapped his hand away. "I didn't cut the queue. You still want to cut the queue." The man ignored Chen Shuang and yelled at the waiter directly, "Do you know who I am? I come here to eat because I look up to you? Don't be shameless." Although the waiter recognized the man, but still stuck to his principles. This manly man made him call the manager. The waiter ignored it. Instead, let Chen Shuang in for dinner. The man grabbed Chen Shuang's shoulder again. Facing Chen Shuang's sharp eyes, the man broke out in a cold sweat. Just when Chen Shuang was about to fuck him, the manager hurried out to round the scene. It means that the new waiter is not sensible. Then he took the man to the SVIP area. He turned to the waiter and said, "Be flexible when you meet things. Now go apologize to the guest." Under pressure from the manager, the waiter had to agree, but men don't appreciate it. He also deliberately knocked 200-degree boiling water onto the waiter's arm. Men not only have no regrets, he even accused the waiter of not being able to pour a single water. Then he called his friends to show off what he had done. On the side, Qin Shuang looked at the crying waiter and finally couldn't bear it anymore. Grabbed the man by the collar. Just bang bang 2 punches. Then he took the man to apologize to the waiter. The manager and the waiter were shocked to see the scene. Although men are unwilling, but I still paid the waiter's medical bills and gave his package to Qin Shuang. After eating, the leader said that he had never eaten something so delicious. To thank Qin Shuang, offer him a table of gold and the position of the deputy commander of the defense force. In fact, I just want to recruit Qin Shuang, help him kill and set fire. Hearing this, Qin Shuang did not agree. It just means that you are used to freedom. The leader handed Qin Shuang a document and said, "You'd better read this before deciding." Qin Shuang was stunned by the content in the book. There were people before him who had the ability to travel through time and space. Then he promised the leader, but first go to the place mentioned in the document. Then he went back to the camp and explained to Ziyunlin. He and Yi set foot on the place mentioned in the book to make the leader afraid. Qin Shuang is going to make some movement with Yi to show him. The two first went to the Climbers Association, ready to help Zhemu Yao haul the underwater corpse group. The dumplings on the side are teasing Qin Shuang's butt, okay? Qin Shuang patted Yi on the shoulder and said, "I came with my thighs this time." After saying that, Yi jumped down. Then Qin Shuang also jumped down, but who knew that a water roll was sent back by Yi? I saw Yi raise his hands. The water was suspended in midair. All the corpses below were exposed. Qin Shuang and the others were stunned by the scene, then condensed into countless sharp swords. Fly towards the corpse. All the zombies were solved in an instant. The dumplings on the side asked Qin Shuang in disbelief, "Where did you invite the gods?" Qin Shuang said that he just picked it up. After saying goodbye to Zhemu Yao, the two leave. Qin Shuang, who just got into the car, suddenly felt uneasy. Little did he know that he had been targeted by a mysterious special organization. The two just left. An oasis was discovered in the desert. The two took out a map and prepared to bypass the oasis. But you have to leave the car here first. Then the two came to the sky above the city. The two have just established themselves. Huge vines suddenly grew on the ground. The sound of movement instantly attracted a large number of zombies. In order to escape quickly, Qin Shuang let Nightwing go first and break the back by himself. After Nightwing leaves, I saw zombies carrying coffins on their shoulders swaying under the music lights. The moment the lid of the coffin opened, all the lights are concentrated in the coffin. Inside was a level 5 Halo zombie king. His abilities are aura casting and fear calls. Qin Shuang and the two suddenly felt bad. He just ran away unconsciously. The zombie king saw this and sang a song for them directly. Axidy, Azitin Acidikiti, Acidi Kitten. The melodious melody makes the zombies go crazy. In an instant, like a tide, it hit the two of them. If nothing else, the two had an accident. Then the two were taken to a castle. At this time, the zombie king actually spoke. "What are you looking at? Have you ever seen such a beautiful zombie?" This time, Qin Shuang's linen can be stunned. Before he could explain, Qin Shuang was locked in a dungeon. After the zombie king left, Yi cut open the chains with a water knife, but he was instantly eroded by the corpse poison when he used his power. Qin Shuang handed out a bottle of penicillin. After exterminating the corpse poison, Yi felt that he had been to this place with Hao Junmai before. Little did she know that Hao Junmai was looking at the information of the two in the castle and giggled. Zhang Yunqing said that I have caught all the abilities you want for you. Enough for your experiment. Hao Junmai said that one more person is needed. Zhang Yunqing is a little puzzled, because Qin Shuang is the carrier after their experiment is successful. So you can't move. Qin Shuang, who ran out on the other side. I couldn't stop sneezing. The two looked at the huge castle without a single guard, decided to take a good look. When the two arrived at the warehouse, there was nothing. This makes Qin Shuang more certain. There must be a secret door in here with a bad operation. Finally, he found an empty floor. The two were just about to turn over the floor to check. The floor suddenly opened. I saw Hao Junmai emerge from the floor, cursing, "Who is so unqualified and let no one sleep?" Then 3 people and 6 eyes face each other. Hao Junmai, who reacted, hurriedly shouted, but the two were long gone. The two who just escaped felt something was wrong. There are no zombies chasing after them. At this moment, a whirlwind instantly surrounded Qin Shuang. Just when Qin Shuang thought it was a trap, however, it was prompted by the system to find incomplete fragments.